The International Labour Organization launched the World Day Against Child Labour in 2002 to focus attention on the global extent of child labour and the action needed to eliminate it. Each year on 12 June, the world brings together government, employers and workers, civil societies, as well as millions of people from around the world to highlight the plight of child laborers and what can be done to help them. The 2017 World Day Against Child Labour focuses on the impact of conflict and disaster on the child labour, admitting that conflicts and disasters have a devastating impact on people's life, whereas their basic human rights are violated. Children are often the first to suffer as schools are destroyed and basic services are disrupted. Dr. Edgar Amos, a resource person, says many children are internally displaced and are vulnerable to trafficking and child labor.
Nigerian child faces more serious problems than child labor. I mean, the Nigerian child, we strap bombs around him and send him to execute suicide attacks, or we allow him to die in hospital because of basic drugs that he ordinarily should be able to get and then continue with his life. We have statistics indicate that over 10 million Nigerian children are out as almajiris, begging on the streets and so on and so forth. So there are more serious problems than even child labor. Those who are engaging in labor are even a bit lucky. But clearly, we should not allow our future to be jeopardized by sending our children out of school. They should be in school learning. They will be the engineers to build our roads in our old age. They will be our doctors who will treat us with our Alzheimer's and other diseases that we face in our old age.
A legal practitioner, Heladi Durkwa, observes that millions of children are pushed into child labor by conflicts and disaster, while others are forced into it.
Quite a number of children now have become victims of this phenomenon, and it has constituted a real social stigma. And then also they've resorted to engage in all forms of crimes, social vices, as a result of losing parents in the process. They become orphans, and thereby it has become a tragic event in world history. So to remember this day globally is quite a very phenomenal and imperative event in world history, and we hope that Adamawa State will not be left out as well, because of recent we've become victims of the Boko Haram insurgency, and as a result quite a number of children have become homeless, they've become fatherless, and without even homes where they could lay their heads.
Government has been charged with the responsibility of creating avenues where children who are displaced or homeless can be helped and given proper care. Tanyumo Leneke, 26 News.